Hey, so I wanted to make a video for the specific people. Specifically for the specific people who are feeling a lot of turmoil and stress about it. Like if you're cool with it and you feel fine with it and there's no problem, this may not be for you, but the fact that you're even watching this video to begin with, to me, says maybe it is for you. But the specific person thing really troubles me, and you know, from my own perspective, when I was sort of like dabbling in that realm, to now when I have manifested a new person who is amazing and perfect for me, and you know, the right person for who I currently am, not who I was, you know, a year ago when I met somebody else and it didn't work out. I just wanted to address, you know, I'm not going to tell anybody what to do, but if your specific person manifestation doesn't seem to be doing anything, if nothing seems to be happening, you know, I think sometimes things come to you in a way that you can't anticipate, or you might not be able to see anything happening in your manifestation, and then it happens anyway because everything was happening behind the scenes. But I want to point something out, okay? And that is that you can't hide from yourself. You can't hide from what you really want. And if you're manifesting a person for a reason that, you know, isn't that you really want them, if what you really want is the validation from them or some other thing, you know, you want them because they dumped you, and you know, you want to rectify the feelings that gave you and all of that stuff. I don't think you can hide from yourself that you don't really want that person, especially if you're, you know, kind of in touch with yourself. You know, I think the way this manifestation thing works is really pretty simple. You know, if you want something and you believe that it will happen, I think it generally will happen. I don't even know if the desire part is necessary. The belief that something will happen with the intention for it to happen, I think, is pretty much the formula in a nutshell. But, you know, when you have a conflict internally about something that you want actually happening, I think that's enough right there to kind of make nothing happen at all. And so if you have a specific person thing going on, I feel like the specific person thing is like, it's like that slow driver on the highway that is causing, you know, 500 cars behind it to just be stuck going 10 miles under the speed limit. It's like, it's this thing that steals so much energy from everything else, like energy that you could be using to do great things. I think if you're doing a specific person thing, like, you should spend some time thinking about this, because it just seems to be this black hole where all this intense emotion and energy and, you know, struggle goes and just gets wasted. I think that you need to ask yourself if you really want that person. Like, you know, you can just drop it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. It's so much easier to manifest somebody with whom you don't have all of this history, this negative history, which clearly includes a painful breakup of some kind, from one end or the other. I think those experiences, being a part of that person, factor into interfering with the level of, you know, focus, intention, and belief that you have to have in order for something to manifest. I don't know. This has been my experience. In the specific person area, I did some work on that, and it was sort of starting to happen, and I had already changed to the point where I didn't really want it anymore. Like, I just wanted something better than what I knew it could be. I knew the potential of that relationship and that person, and I wanted more than that. You know, I hadn't been happy in the relationship, and you know what I mean? I didn't want to be back in it. even if that person was at their best. I didn't want it. And I think a lot of people could probably say the same thing if they are honest with themselves. I will never say that you shouldn't or can't manifest a specific person, because I've already experienced it to some degree, and just rationally it makes no sense that that would be off the table while every other thing that involves people, you know, which every manifestation involves people, because that's how everything comes to you. There's no reason why manifesting a relationship with a person should be any different. It's just that for specifically like the crowd trying to get exes back, you know, if it's not happening, especially if it's been a long time, you know, it might just be time to get real with yourself and admit to yourself that you don't really want it, and that that's in the back of your mind all the time, that, you know, that this is just an ego thing, that you just want to get this person back to satisfy yourself. And I think for a lot of us, like when you're in this sort of new agey realm, you're not just here to like smash and grab and use magic to just get stuff. Like you're in a more spiritual way. And some of this lower base level ego stuff, just, you know, it's kind of like we're caught between two worlds, where you've risen above a lot of this stuff, but like your ego's still down there, and you know, you're kind of middling between the two things. Like, you know, you want the best thing for you, but ooh, you just can't like get over the ego aspect that makes you want to rectify this thing and get this person back. And I'm just here to encourage you, if that appeals to you, I'm here to encourage you to just think about whether or not you really want it, and, you know, get over the BS ego shit about dropping it if it's not what you really want. Because the alternative is to continue to waste your energy on it, knowing that deep down you don't really want it to happen. Eventually, you know, you're going to end up at the same place. So I would just assume, if you're watching this video and you've made it this far, that, you know, this is a message for you. And, you know, this isn't just for specific people. If there's anything you're trying to manifest that you just can't get to have, you know, can't make happen, can't experience, can't seem to get to come to fruition, ask yourself if you really want it. Because I think that when you know deep down you don't want something, that's operating. It's creating resistance to the thing happening, you know, probably for your own good in many cases. So that's all I wanted to say. Have a great day.